Hello folks and welcome back. Today we are going to Spa. We're going to do the World Touring Car 800 with a reward of 1,000,000 credits. So what the challenge actually is we didn't say this just before the intro, but what we're trying to do is try and complete long races before submitting roulette ticket. And over the last 3 to 5 days I've been getting 5 and 6 stars, engine tickets, cars, $1,000,000, etc. This is either some trade-off by PD for not giving us a January update, or there's a little bit of a theme going on that if you complete a high value race, a 1 hour long race or a mission, you're going to get a decent reward. So let's have a look at today's car. Racing hard tyres, it's the RCF, it's the GT500 version. Setting has to be under 800 pp and we're just in there. We're racing hard tyres. Fully customizable suspension, the car comes with that. Fully customizable diff, the car comes with that. The ECU is on 100%, fully customizable. Rear wing set to 1070, front wing set to 730. Ballast at 64 just to tie into the 800 pp. Power restrictor at 93. Manual gearbox set to 290. I'm trying this off the bat with no testing just to make sure we just only submit the mileage for this one race. See if we get a 6-star. If we don't, no big drama, because we're going to show you another car to win the World Touring Car 800. It's 1,500,000 credits if we win it. I've got nothing else added here, nothing else whatsoever. Just racing slotted discs which come with a car and a silencer which come with a car. We can put on an anti-lag if we choose to. I don't think it's worth it. We're going to try and save the fuel. Let's go to the race. So here we are at the race. Settings will be traction control on, default ABS, everything else off. I'm running manual gears. Controller settings open, sensitivity 0, max torque 5, feedback sensitivity 5. As I say, I'm going to run this game on hard. Every race I do the game settings hard because it improves the quality of the AI. This race is a 24-hour simulation of Spa, I believe it is. All in an hour. So if you're ready, we'll go. We're going to watch the tyres. We're just going to monitor the fuel. It says 9 laps at this point, which is good. I'm actually only really bothered about the tyres, how long they'll go. We're going to hope to make it to the first pit stop. This car's not incredibly fast, he realises. Gears run out right at the end of the straight, which is quite epic. That's good length of gears. Can't get around the Porsche, we're going to though. We do. Just going to show him a bit of a hard time. Get pound past the old Ford. Nice inside pass. Take on the Alpha. I'm still waiting for the engine swap on the Alpha. It's nice to do the engine swap videos, but that will be one when we get the Enzo engine for that car. That'll be nice. Car is making light work of the traffic, taking out those posts. It's got good grip on these hard tyres, he says as he leaves the circuit. That was my fault, I gassed too early, pushed the car straight on. I think we're going to get wear to the front, so I'm going to have to put the brake balance to the rear. Yeah, we can see the wear on the front occurring, so back up 11 laps. So we're going to run these tyres till they're dead and then pit. thing to watch for is going to be the rain. Let's take that inside line and just be careful not to slice anybody up as I was looking down at the weather gauge. We're geared slightly longer than those guys, they accelerate far better. Boy, yeah. A late reaction, we almost gave him a good pummeling up the rear. Happy days. Off we go then onto lap 2. Now you should be used to this circuit, folks. You should be used to doing loads of laps around here. It's one of the finest circuits known to man, up there with the Nürburgring, Le Mans. It is a tremendous track with a great amount of history, and it is a circuit I would love to go and see a race happening at. I have been to the circuit before. If you've watched my earlier videos, as I do these laps around here, I've talked about when I came here as a child in the back of a car, because it of course has a public road through it. But by the by, we went to get my car done today, and there will be no vlog like I threatened. It wasn't the day I expected to be, and my camera work was shoddy and rubbish, and I'm not very good at that vlogging thing, so that's something I vowed to get better at, and I will bring you vlogs. But hey ho, let's get back onto the race. That's all the stuff out of the way. So we're going to run this black clouds above until the rain comes. We'll see the rain on the old gauge beneath. The idea is to run as long and hard as we can. We're in 10th place now, 20 seconds behind the leader. I need to pay attention to that and see if we are closing in on the leaders or whether they're pulling away from us. Now on the right of us wanting to party. We don't want to party. We like the disco sound. Hey, as we go down to the apex and get shoved off. Everybody's 3 wide round there. Up to 6th place. Somebody's on my left, no they aren't. They're all behind me. Braking on the 100. There we go. So fastest lap goes to Mr. Fraga. He is 20 seconds ahead, so he's maintaining that lead, slightly pulling away. Very difficult to follow a car through here. He left the circuit quite rapidly. I didn't touch him on his scuff. So we'll put it at 2:19 lapping. That's quite a lap time. He's putting it 2:16, so I've got to find plenty of time. Got to get into my rhythm. It's been a while since I've done any laps here. Last time we did this race, it was in the BMW M6. Yeah, M6 16. We took that victory. Today we're in the old RCF. It's a beautiful handling car. Talking to the BMWs, there we go. Behind us, up to 4th place. I always struggle between 2nd and 3rd for that corner. It says use 2nd, but I wonder if it means this one. Right then, so 16 seconds behind the leader now. So we've pulled out 3 seconds in this lap. Haven't really been troubled by traffic. There we come through. 2:17.0. So we're 1 second down on Mr. Praga, but we pulled 5 seconds back that lap. Let's keep ploughing on. Rouge Rouge, beautiful complex of corners. You'll learn to find your way through there. It really is follow your nose, point the car in a direction and throw it towards the crest and cut the corner as much as you can. That seems to be the fastest line, but don't borrow too much. 3/4 of a second up there, 2/3 of a second, 0.6. That's enough to get us close on Fraga's lap time. Not forgetting that this is a 24-hour simulation, I believe. So if the race starts at something like 6 PM, you've got 3 or 4 hours of daylight. So maybe by 15:15 minutes in, it's going to start to go dark, which will be roughly 5 or 6 laps round here. Looks like we're getting into the evening sun. Mr. Hazal in 3rd place, just not wanting to move over, giving us a tap up the rear. We're now 11 seconds behind, 0.745 up. I'd like a nice exit from the chicane to just try and get us close to that 2:16. It looks like we'll be in a 2:16.3 if we cross the line as we sit now. Didn't lift through there, that's the way. There's no 7th gear. There's Mr. Portilla. He's not a flat and arm-bread type person, is he? Fraga's gone to the pits from softs. Wow, 2:16.3 is what we said we'd get. We're in 2nd place now. Round behind Mr. Portilla. He's not even Mexican, he's Chilean, man. Come on. So Grady went to the pits as well. The softs don't last very long. They've had to sacrifice so much in the way of power to run those softs. It's crazy that they don't last the length. These tyres are going to certainly outlast the fuel. This car is crazy quick round here. See if Mr. Portilla can get his hammer down like he did in Sardinia. Tyre wear's nice and even. We've got him through the corner. See if we can take him at the apex here. Yeah, we got him before the entry. Beautiful. We hope to be taking this fastest lap this time round. Tyres Lexus to be prime, but we're into the late evening sun now. 10 minutes gone of the race. Up again, so that should give us the fastest lap of the race. Around about a 1:15.6, 1:15.7. If we lose a 10th, we can always lose a 10th in the last chicane, can't we? We always make a bad job of that. Just going to run out of gear, I think. No, we're good. First gear there round the corner, don't lose the back end. It's a nice car, this through there nicely. So we're now in the lead by 7 seconds, 2:15.3, so we do better. We do a nice exit from that chicane to give us the lead of the race. This car's going to walk it if we don't blow it. Rain appearing on the left hand side of the radar. Absolutely bob on time. The night's drawing in and it's about to rain. We've got to assess whether we're going to get 1 or 2 laps in here, and we're going need to assess whether we're going to go intermediates or wets, because we've got to look at the fact that that rain will it contain heavy water, or not heavy water as in the radioactive stuff, but heavy rain. Oh, you know, it's so difficult to commentate and get the words out, not just in the right order, but linking together and making sense. My Christ, my brain doesn't work sometimes. That rain just slowly appearing. As the night draws in, let's hope this car's got good headlights. I reckon we could potentially get a second lap in, you know. Just got to see how that rain develops. It's approaching quite slowly. It's quite a narrow band of rain as well. It might just miss us to the south. That white line then, I'm hoping we're alright. So we're some 13 seconds in the lead. That rain's going to disappear past us, no drama. We can ignore that rain and just keep plugging on to lap 7. They're ticking off quite quickly. Expected to get something in the region of 25-26 laps in today. More rain coming from the northeast corner of the radar. Mr. Boudoir goes to the pits on his mediums. We're doing alright, we're 25%, 30% worn on our tyres, and there's a car in front of us. Is there? No, that's just lighting around the track. The night time is drawing in. The headlights really start to then come in and start to really show us how narrow the headlight beam is around this circuit, and there they are, full blaze now. There are certain cars with no headlights that I wouldn't recommend driving around here. The Suzuki Escudo for one, you'll struggle. Even though there are lights around the track, it can be a dark place. Formula One cars won't do very well here. Let's get the hammer down, let's keep pushing. Slightly left the circuit, which isn't great. 19 seconds in the lead, 44 minutes to go, so 15 minutes have passed. That second cloud isn't coming anywhere near us. It looks like we're avoiding the rain for now. Although to the right hand side of me I thought I could see rain. Might be just getting a sprinkle. Days. We're now on to lap 8. What we've got to do now is just think about when we're going to pit and what we're going to do. The intelligent one of us would just say pit and go based on the conditions you know. So it's just a simple swap to hards. Because we're out in the lead. If we're stopping, they're stopping. Some have already stopped, some stopped after 4 laps, so they'll be stopping again for softs. There, look, there's Yamanaka in on his mediums. Not stopping for fuel because he's got plenty, so it must be tyres. We will be changing tyres if we stop, I think. We're not limited to the amount of tyres we have, so we're not limited to the number of stops. You can stop as many times as you wish. But we're some 26 seconds in the lead now. The tyres are still good, but I came into there a bit hot. This end of the track used to be my nemesis. I didn't used to get on with it at all. Now we can be relatively swift around here after doing the circuit experience test. They really are good, you know, folks, for learning the track. If you're this far into this video and you're thinking, I don't know this track, do it. Go and do the circuit experience tests. Look up my videos of how to complete those circuit experience tests, and you'll find you'll learn leaps and bounds for this track. It'll teach you where to go fast, where you have to be critical on the corners. You will get faster, I promise you. 2:16.9. We haven't been as fast as that 5th lap, but we've got big rain coming in from the top left-hand corner. So that big rain says to me, there's a potential we're going to have to stop here. But look at it, it's not actually coming towards us. It's just slowly creeping along the top. Braked quite a bit there, and I think we're good. I don't think we'll get a penalty for that. So Mendoza's going in because of this fuel. Gazal's gone in again. I think we've got rain coming, folks. It's slowly spreading in. We know we've got rain coming in this race. I think we're alright. I think we're going to time it quite nicely. We're going to get round to the end of the lap. Be able to pit in and come out on inters, I think, because there's not much colour in that rain pattern. There's some blues to the north, but that's still inter weather. If we have to top twice, we'll be alright, I think. We're 31 seconds ahead of Portilla, and I don't think he's stopped. The rain is about to hit. So let's pit, folks. The rain should be hitting us any time now. It actually doesn't feel like it is. I'm going to carry on. There's actually no rain on the rain radar. I'm just going to keep going. I'm not actually going to pit. I'm going to the end of the tyres. End of the fuel. .6 laps to go. No rain on the water depth gauge on the left hand side. There could be some rain coming, but I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to keep going. I can feel it now. We'll be alright. There's the rain now. You see it on the left hand side. Just have to go a little bit gingerly. Just go 1 gear less through the corners. Don't give it quite so much beef on the way out. Yeah, we can definitely see the rain now. Don't know how long this rain will last. Slicks are still the optimum tyre at this point. car can handle it, not a problem. Just let it run round the corner, a little bit of throttle, not a massive amount. Let the car run. Now we're going to encounter a little bit more rain. But what we're going to do is we're just going to do this next lap. Is encroaching, but we'll be alright. First lap car ahead, there's a whole field of them, gaggle of them. This is our last lap before we choose to pit. .39 seconds ahead as we go on to lap 12, well lap 11 sorry. Felt the back end wandering. We're just going to go through this heavier part of rain. So now the rain cometh, and it's just a little bit wetter, but we're just going to take it easy. A short shift. Aggressively stamp the throttle or the brakes, we're just going to run our line. See the end of the rain there? So now we're going to pit for slicks. We're not going to worry too much about the fact that it's raining. Just gonna have gone in for hards, look. Sorry, they're pitting, I don't know what tyres they're going for. My guess is they are going to change tyres. It's coming heavy. The slicks are no longer the optimum tyre. We'll just run across that gravel a bit. That was better than losing it, like we're about to now. Whee! Now we probably should have stopped for intermediates, as I felt something wiggle in my butt. We're facing the wrong way. Cars all over the place, got no traction whatsoever. Don't know what happened there, obviously a puddle. For those of you who've done S10 on the final license test, you'll know how this feels. I'm going to have to stop for intermediates. There was me trying to get through here, but we're going to have to put them on. Somebody's crashed down here, look, overtaking prohibited. We're sliding through there. Somebody's a mess there, look. Somebody missed the pit lane. We're in. What do I do? I'm going to take inters and I'm going to run them. But I should have took hards. Oh, that's a quandary. It's no drama. We haven't lost a massive amount of time. Look, 1 minute 49 ahead. We're good. They've all stopped for inters, so we've stopped for inters. We stopped a lap late, but let's not worry about that. This isn't the perfect race, but hey, here we go then, fuel, and it's relatively quick to fuel here. It says we're on hards, I know we're on wets. Inters, sorry. It should change to inters as we leave the pit lane. Good view of the pit lane here, you don't see yourself drive out normally. We're on IMs, which is good. Intermediate tyres. You've got to follow the whole pit lane this way. Try not to touch the white lines. There we go. So 1 minute 33. That'll probably change a little bit, but we're about to come to the end of the rain. Change direction and we could just blow down that side of the rain and the rain never go away. 1 minute 7 ahead, 1 minute 3 ahead. So we've just lost a little bit, but that's fine. So whilst I'm just concentrating on this, let me tell you what happened with my new car today, my Mini. It got rolling roaded when we arrived for a bit of a health check, and it achieved 300 brake horsepower. My little John Cooper works, and I was well impressed. And I'm going to surprise you now, folks, because I told them to take the power out because it's not ready to be running such power at that volume. It's a 2-litre engine. It's not got the best brakes, and I don't think it's got the brakes to suffer that kind of power. It has, because the John Cooper brakes, but the condition of the brakes aren't ready for that. So I'm going to get all the brakes redone, discs and pads all the way round, and then we'll put the power back in. I've got a slight problem with the suspension strut as well. One of the springs isn't seated correctly, so I've got to get a new spring bush. Once that spring bush is done, we'll look at how the suspension is set up, and then when we've reviewed the suspension and got that all sorted, then we'll look at putting the power back. But we might need a new clutch by then, because I say I've taken the power out, I haven't taken a lot out. It's now running around about 285 brake horsepower, around about 70 more than standard. They're 238 standard. I think it might be 238 standard. So about 50 brake horsepower more than standard, which is still more than anything for a little two-door hot hatch. It certainly has the beans in it. It does fly. That's what I spent the PlayStation money on, unfortunately. Here we go, coming down here again, one of my favourite braking zones. Second gear just to control the car. I'm looking at that bottom left indicator. I keep running wide there. Carrying a bit more speed than I need to at that point, I think. Getting a bit confident, so I'm following the dry line. This is where I spun it, just there, so just watching that left hand rainwater depth gauge. It's probably time. I'll probably do one more lap actually. Through the race, so that's 12 hours of the race gone. One minute 7 in the lead. We're starting to overtake pack markers. We've got one just cleared Eau Rouge in front of us. Be interesting to see whether we get clean race bonus as well, because I've dinked a car and I've had it backwards on the straight and done a couple of donuts, which isn't great. I did that last night as well in last night's race. This is all in the sense of science, all in the name of science. We're testing a theory brought to me by the man himself, Mr. JB. It's his theory. I'm not advocating blame or disassociating myself with it. I am a strong believer that he's found a recipe, and if he can get his engine tickets, that's what we want. Mr. Gallo is just so slow through there. Come on, in your NSX, dude. You can be more confident. Right, the rain is just petering away now. Wets are going to be the prime tyre now, and there's no rain on the rain radar. Oh, and I've just come off the track at exactly the same point again. Let me concentrate when I go around there. I keep talking now. Gas, 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 gas. Blather, blather, blather. Tyres are wearing well, it looks like. 1 minute 11 ahead. Ooh, I went too far there, I think. Might get telling off by the judges. No, circuit officials are being lenient. Still wet here, look. At 15. See if we can run quite long on these inters. Watch for everybody else going in. I think we're going to be going in for the old hards at the end of this lap. I think that would be the right decision. In the middle of the night now, you can see the stars. Again, look. I think I'm getting on the accelerator just a smidge too early. We're around to lap and tail ender. We've got no rain on the rain gauge. The track certainly isn't drying up fully. Look, you can see that there's water underneath us. Probably going to do one more lap then. Missed it in a Stroza. See that flagman over there waving that blue flag? Absolutely useless. There's another lap car ahead of us. No rain on the gauge. On the rain chart. Rain radar. Not ready to go to slicks on 17 head, and the sun starts to rise. The dawn breaks as we crest Eau Rouge for the 16th time. 23 minutes remaining of the race. minute 18 ahead, so we're a clear pit stop ahead. The blue flashes of the exhaust there are absolutely stunning. That's another Lexus. Way past our teammate. Really into the traffic now. We're going to start to overtake these boys quite regularly, I'd say. And the rain is really quite drying up in certain places. So the first of the guys, Mr. Boubois, is in to take his intermediates off, and that's a sign to us that we should do the same. Let's just run this tight so we don't overrun that corner. There we go, that's better. Behind the 4C of Mr. Solis. Gonna go around the outside. Really get the hammer down. It's a bit wet offline, but there's more than enough guys going in now to make it worthwhile. We'll do the same. Just be able to exploit the fastest time of the day. Can't do 21. There might be a chance that we get another bout of rain, but if we go for filling up now, we should be able to run all the way to the end. Potentially. We're going to go on to hards. We're going to fill it all the way up and run to the finish, hopefully. Slurpy drink. I would drink out of the can, but I don't want you to see the can. Stunning looking car. And the car brand that I don't really ever take much notice of, to be honest. Lexus drive past me, I don't think anything of. But this is nuts. Might be the paint job. 27 ahead. Away we go out the pits, full set of slicks on. Now this is going to be tricky because the pit lane is always wetter than the track. Just see it on the left hand side there, you see how wet it is in here. Just got to be careful, just got to treat this like somebody's just come out the pits in front of us, don't know who that was. Get to that dry line as soon as we can. There we go. You see the dry line is almost fully dry down the back straight here. The sun comes up, it'll start to burn it away, and we'll be fully into the day. We're running till, I guess it's not a midday finish, I guess it's like 6 PM that the race finishes here. Mr. Mendoza, the car behind us, 1 minute 30 seconds behind us, he's gone to the pits now, taking his tyres off, going for slicks as well. Gone in, so probably gone back to the third gear corner in now. Should be somewhere near 2 minutes in the lead when they come out of the pitch, depending on whether they're taking fuel, etc. Try not to run off the track here in your new tyres, you don't want to ruin them. Gone to the pits, haven't they? So Boubois now out. We'll see what that time adjusts to. It'd be nice if we could lap the entire... Whoa, come on you! Try not to swear. Wet there, look. Oh, thankfully he kept me on the track, but he damaged my left front wheel. Jeez. My fault for running off. back before Eau Rouge. I can feel it pulling on the front of the car. Come on, get back on the dry line. Somebody else coming out of the pits. A little bit of a messy phase of the race, dry down here now. Up to 6th gear, no rain on the radar, the sun's burning through, burning it all off. Happy days. Probably definitely not got a clean race bonus now, which is a shame because it'd be lovely to get $1.5 million into the bank account, but we can't all be millionaires, can we? Curve there and I shouldn't have. The back wheel grabbed. Trying to stay off the curves, they are very wet. The track's beautifully dry. See if we can get some speed back to these laps now. Before the next bout of rain, that is. Tyre wet, it'll lose all its temperature, so you just got to be careful. Rain coming in from the top, look at it there, the slide. Just make a judgment on how much rain we think is coming and when it's going to come. It looks like a big rain. I'm going to do another lap. We're only 1 minute 29 in the lead. Managed to do the undercut on Mendoza by pitting early. Rain really is a puzzler, look at it. Do you think it's going to get us or not? I think we're going to dice with the devil if we don't fit, aren't we? Because the track's already wet in reality. Take a lot for it to loosen it up with 15 minutes to go, folks. We're into 14 minutes and a bit. It looks like that's going to disappear just over us fractionally, so we might get away. We're not pit stopping here. I made that mistake last time. I'm going to go on the tight side. There we go. Don't touch the curb. We're going to get the smidgenest of rains. That racing line has just disappeared. Dry line has just gone dark again as that corner of that cloud passed over us. We didn't fall for it though, did we? We didn't rush straight into the pits. Yeah, that rain is having zero effect on us. We should be able to run to the end now. Hoping for like 6 more laps. And if we get 6 more laps in, maybe 5. I see 2 or 3 cars ahead of us, a little gaggle. Yeah, that rain's past us now. Not going to touch us. Fastest lap of the race. We're going to get there. That sun's burning clouds again, it's feeling warmer. We've got somebody off the circuit there, it looked like they've gone straight on by the looks of it. He's coming across the track, just have to watch out for him. Mr. Fraga, who was the early pace setter, Mr. Miazano Fraga down in 9th place. Wonder where he messed up along the way. Just a bad choice of pit stops, I'm guessing. We're into the wet stuff. Up the inside of Mr. Miazano as we dive into the corner. He's not going to let us go. We just gave him a nudge just to help him round. Blue flags, my friend. Come on. I'm going to take you around the outside. Don't do that. Blue flags, darling. He wasn't for caring, was he? No rain on the radar. Only the rain that's disappearing off the radar. Nothing new incoming. Just the Rubilar. Don't pull back across. Well, as we end of this lap, we'll be into the last 10 minutes. Let's talk about the car. Really nice, easy, predictable drive. Just that one moment where we spun it. We're 1 minute 41 ahead. Over 49 minutes of the race. So it's fairly good, fairly predictable. We could have been, if we'd have pitted earlier and not had that spin, we could potentially be, I don't know, 2 minutes, probably lapped everybody by the looks of it. Gear ratios are almost perfect. If we're in the draft, I think we'd be struggling a little bit there. But as it is with this race, they get strung out quite a lot. You rarely get the opportunity to follow somebody down that straight. Somebody mentioned to me yesterday, or this morning it was, a comment from yesterday, that one of the reasons they like this race so much is because they remember the old days when Vettel was at Red Bull and this track was stunning. Well, I remember before that. I remember when we had the bus stop on the final straight before the finish line, where instead of swinging across left, you had to physically turn left and then right. There was like a double chicane. Actually straightened the track out now and it's much faster. So what we'd have done is we'd have turned in here, followed this track as we make the second 90 down here. So this first turn left here has always been here. This 90 left here wasn't quite so 90. You'd have gone straighter, followed the track over there to the right hand side, and then about now you'd have cut left into here, and then you'd have had a short sprint to this corner. 90 right, 90 left, and then run to the line. And it was called the bus stop, affectionately. And we saw some stunning overtakes down there. But they changed the circuit back end of the 90s, I think it was. And it's the last that we saw of it. So where are we, folks? No rain on the radar. Lap 22. We're consistently on the 118s, 19s. We don't need to put in much more than that. 4th gear, 5th gear, fly that corner, keep 2 tyres on the curb, we're good. Don't think we'll get a penalty there, we shouldn't do. And we're definitely into the last 10 minutes now. Yeah, we are. We're losing time to Eau Rouge and the start finish straight. 1.36 seconds, that's all to do with not having the traction, because the track can be slightly greasy, but it's drying out now. Look at it, it's still a bit wet in certain places. We're on the wet stuff there. Tyres are good though. And the fuel will take us all the way to the end. So I'm kind of expecting there to be a kick in the tail of this one. There's no rain on the radar right now, but is it going to just give us a sprinkle before the end? Time ahead because Bouvoir's gone into the pits on his mediums. Mendoza then 1 minute 58. So if that's Nizal in front of us, we've lapped up to 4th place. Yet to fuel up, is he? Or is he on his way out? No. He was slow through there with Nizal in 3rd. So we've just got one car to overtake, and that'll be us lap the entire field. 2 minutes ahead. We've got roughly 18 seconds behind Mr. Mendoza. We've got 5 minutes to do it, probably 2 laps. This one and 2 more, maybe. We could actually slow down and not run the next lap, but that's not how it works for me. We race to the end. What's the worst that could happen? Anything could happen, folks. Anything. But what's going to happen at the end is probably a 3-star roulette ticket when we're hoping for a 6. Or an engine. I'm in a Lexus, so what kind of engine would it deliver us from a Lexus? Are there any Lexus engine swaps? I'm not entirely sure. But I know there's somebody avidly watching and waiting for me to complete this race. I'm not the only one conducting this experiment. Fast part of the circuit. Break between the 2 final flags. Brake a bit late, you know. Car's light, low on fuel. Good grip in the tyres. 2 minutes and 7 seconds ahead of Mr. Mendoza. And I think that's him ahead of us. 2 cars are just going out the other side of Eau Rouge. See if we can get the hammer down and see if we can catch him through the other side. Just a little lift. Fly the corner up to 6th early, push on down the straight, lap 24, 3:58 is definitely this one and one more. 2 minutes and 8 seconds behind, so roughly 10 seconds. That was a 2:16 and that was the fastest we've been through here. There's a potential to set a new fastest lap if we can just control ourselves and drive it properly. This is where the commentary gets a bit ropey because I'm dry and because I'm trying to focus and really drive this home. When there's nothing left more in the race, you know you're going to win it. That's not Mendoza, because that is, could be, who's in the Ford, the GT? That's Wilkie. That's the last man in the race. Whoa. Come on, move over. Coming through. Is that Mr. Mendoza in front of us there? 2:11. 3/4 of a second up for the fastest lap. We're absolutely flying. This could be a 2:14. The track is perfectly dry. It is Mr. Mendoza in the Aston. He's just stopped us getting the fastest lap there, hasn't he? It's a 14.8, happy days. We could have been quicker through there now. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. Will be the last lap of the race. We've lapped everybody. He's on our, Mr. Hisal's gone to the pits. He doesn't realise that you really don't have to go to the pits at this stage of the race. He's got 20% of fuel left. One lap on those tyres, my friend. Overall, a great car and recommend it to anybody. It's quick and dirty. No, it's actually quick and clean. But it's very stable. The only advice I give is change tyres when you're supposed to change tyres. Don't push it. No fear of wearing hards or the intermediates out. Could you run the entire race on intermediates? Probably not. Just 48 seconds left of the race. We come round on Mr. Cookable. Playing in my sand pit, wasn't he? Beautiful car, that. For a BGT, it's a beauty. Sounds absolutely stunning with that high revving Wankel engine. Here we go, folks. Last time through this part of the circuit. See if we can absolutely ace it. Flat out. Go around Mr. Gallo wide. Brake as late as we can. With touching the grass just for a bit of panache. Exit to the final turn and go for the line. Final lap, the clock's just ticked down and we do it. 1 hour done. We're just a couple of seconds over. It's just a shame there's no real friends list in this one. I don't think there is. There we go, 1 minute and 4 seconds, perfectly done. 24 laps, just shy of the 25th. A long way shy of the 25th, to be honest. No, 4 seconds shy of the 25th. That spin would have meant 25 laps. Happy days. That brings us to the end, folks. Nothing more to say. Thank you very much for joining us. Really appreciate you subscribing. Really appreciate you watching. The likes and the comments, don't mind them at all. Keep them coming, folks. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. We're going to skip. Oh, here we go. This is the important bit. We got the clean race bonus. Are we ready? We got a 4-star roulette ticket. Oh, that breaks it up. That's such a shame. Oh.